What advantage does XRP have over XLM? So they're a very similar code base. Jed McCaleb was a founder of both. He stepped away from Ripple and OpenCoin and started XLM or Stellar. I don't know that they black holed the Origin account, so they may be able to produce more. They have burned half the supply. It is the primary premise for XLM is more of a peer-to-peer payment platform versus XRP is more of an enterprise payment platform. So back-end settlement for institutions, markets. You could have XLM win out on the FX market, or not at the FX, but the Swift market. I don't know that that's going to be the case, but that seems to be more of an institutional play. But they have had pilots. Both of them have had pilots with Western Union over the years. So I think that XLM could be used, and I do think it will be used for peer-to-peer payments, Stripe integration, merchant services. When we talked to Bain, they were consulting and building in Hyperledger Bosu with a lot of different parties that they were working with on the merchant services and peer-to-peer payment side as a consultant. So both will be used. Both will do very well, in my opinion, over the long term. The other thing that matters as far as like U.S. laws and regulation is antitrust laws. There needs to look as though there's competitors in the market. According to both Jed and the founders of XRP, they had a falling out, and they separated ways, and that's when Jed went to go start that other deal. But if there wasn't something that looked as though it was a competitor in another company in the space, there could be a monopoly for Ripple, and therefore, they'd be violating antitrust laws, and the U.S. government would try to break them up anyway. So I think that there's something there around that. Tokenization of stocks on XLM isn't going to start until 2027. We know that they're going to be tokenizing NASDAQ, NYSE, and many other exchanges here this year in 2026. So could they settle stocks on XLM? Potentially. Ondo also has tokenized stocks, and they already settle through the XRP ledger for their treasuries. So I would assume they would do the same for their tokenized stocks that they're providing internationally as well. You've got Ondo partnering with one of the large exchanges, Securitize partnering with the other for tokenization. Pretty confident that they end up on the XRP ledger. But again, I don't know if that Origin account on XLM has been black holed or not. I'd have to do more research. But that's one of the big value propositions for XRP is nobody can freeze XRP. Nobody can, claw XRP back. Once it's sent, it's gone. It's sent. Issued assets on the chain can be clawed back, and same thing on XLM with Soroban smart contracts. So we know that there can be smart contracts rolled out on the XRP ledger that don't impact the speed and cost to be able to transact because XLM's already done it. There could be something to them piloting that and kind of forging the path forward in case there were mistakes that then could be rehypothecated on the XRPL after those bugs and issues were worked out. So anyway, a lot of large companies will invest in companies